Tonight, Rivers Solar Administrator gives update on fresh 2025 budget to address health, education, agriculture sectors. National Space Research Development Agency receives 20 billion naira take-off fund from President Tinubu. Plus, Joint Admissions and Matriculation Board announces website for printing of UTME mock slips. Good evening, everyone, and thank you for joining us on Rstv World News. I am Solomon Nelson Braid. Do you love and care about River State and our peace? Let's build and take her to greater heights. This is a task we must accomplish. The sole administrator of River State, Air Vice Marshal retired Ibok Ete Ekwe Ebas, has said that a new 2025 budget is being put together that will facilitate development in the state, particularly in the health, education, and agriculture sectors. Vice Admiral Ebas gave the hint when he hosted the delegation of River State Caucus at the National Assembly led by Dr. Barinada Impigi, the senator representing Rivers Southeast Senatorial District at the Government House in Port Harcourt. Tamnobra Bimulubo has the details.
The 10-man Rivers National Assembly Caucus delegation had 2 senators and 8 House of Representatives members. Ebas told them that achieving economic stability is as important as the peace-building efforts going on, which is why he has actively and swiftly put together a new budget that will cater to healthcare delivery, education, social services, infrastructural development, and solicited their support. Vice Admiral retired Ebas said in achieving the mandate of his administration, he has deployed dialogue, community engagement, and reconciliation that have built trust among the citizenry.
As we all know, our state has faced difficult challenges over the past months, especially with the declaration of a state of emergency by Mr. President. This was a difficult but necessary measure to address the insecurity that threatened the very fabric of our communities. However, I'm pleased to report that with the support of the federal government of Nigeria, security agencies, and indeed the collective will of our people, we have made notable progress in restoring peace and stability to our great state. Since the declaration of the state of emergency, my administration has been resolute in ensuring that our efforts to restore law and order are not only effective but sustainable. We have worked tirelessly with the Nigerian military, police, and other security agencies to restore order and bring peace to the state. The people of Rivers State have shown incredible resilience and patience, and I assure you that we are committed to ensuring that this peace remains lasting.
Leader of the delegation, Senator Barinada Impigi, said they visited to identify with the success achieved so far and to pledge their continuous support to his administration. Tamnobarabi Iblubo, Rstv News.
All right, away from that report, Rotary Club of Port Harcourt has donated an infant incubator machine to the Model Primary Health Center in Eka free of charge to save lives in emergency situations. Gospel Anele reports that the Rotarians reiterated the determination to provide humanitarian services to the society and individuals. His report.
The importance of Rotary Club cannot be overemphasized, hence the Rotarians venture into humanitarian services using their time, energy, skills and resources, handing over the infant incubator and documents to the resident medical doctor of the center. The Rotary Foundation trustee Ijoma Pielokoro, the district governor Rotarian Chinedu Kagwani, represented by the assistant governor Obi Ejezie, explained that the infant incubator freely donated to the healthcare center Eneka will go a long way to reduce prenatal death. They advised the medical officers to protect the machine and ignore the temptation of charging the expectant mothers of the use of the infant incubator, hence it is free. and urged them to join Rotary Club to better the society.
Rotary Foundation grant is a district grant with some contribution from my club, the Rotary Club of Port Harcourt, because a lot of children are lost at birth, especially when they are born preterm due to the lack of incubator. It means is that no child born here will ever lose his or her life due to lack of incubator. The thing is that we cannot leave this all alone to government. Government cannot attend to all our needs. Whoever God has blessed, please find it in your heart to give back to your society.
Our club has adopted it as one of our pet projects to go to community hospitals, health centers, to do this, to donate this to them the much we can. And God is helping us to do that. But I want to let us know that this is donated free. For your child to use this, you're not supposed to pay for it.
President, Rotary Club of Port Harcourt, Rotarian Victor Wariso, and the project chairman of the club, Rotarian Adure Odo, explained that the project was considered because of the large number of expectant mothers in Eneka Model Healthcare Center in order to avoid death of infants when they visited the center with free delivery kits few months ago. They revealed that the infant incubator, purchased at the rate of over 2 million naira, is aimed at saving lives and complementing the efforts of government in the state, promising that members of the club will be visiting the healthcare center to check the condition of the infant incubator and admonish the health personnel to place it in an open, secured place.
Government is trying, they cannot touch base, but it's not left for volunteers to fill up those gaps, and that's what we are trying to fill up. So that this center should take care of this incubator, because from that time to Rotary Club will go around to see whether these things are properly put in use. No pregnant man should pay for it. And I also want to thank the districts for making the funds available.
Opportunity has come, and we decided to come and donate infant incubator to this health center. And we pray that they will make good use of it.
The medical doctor of the center and expectant mothers also spoke.
I know the cost of incubator. On behalf of River State Primary Health Care Management Board, I, Dr. Benedicta, want to appreciate you people. This will help reduce the risk of perinatal mortality. God will continue to also make your heart desire come to pass in Jesus' name.
I have experience of this incubator twice. My baby always come premature. So the blessing is for me.
God's Power Anele, Rstv News.
What is now set for the 60th birthday celebration of the acting Vice Chancellor of International Nigerian University of Education, Romanomini, Professor Okechukwu Onuchukwu, in the University Auditorium on the main campus on Friday, 4th April 2025. A statement jointly signed by Professor Allwell Integon and Professor Chibuzo Wambweze on behalf of the Committee of Friends of the celebrant said a book entitled Progressive on Nigeria's Development Essays in Honor of Okechukwu Onuchukwu will be launched as the foundation for the Okechukwu Onuchukwu Institute for Peace and Conflict Studies will also be laid. It invited the public to attend. The National Space Research and Development Agency is set to implement its space regulatory and licensing mandate with a 20 billion naira take-off fund approved by President Bola Tinubu. The Director General of NASDRA, Dr. Matthew Adepoju, said this in an interview with newsmen in Abuja. Adepoju said the regulatory function of the agency, as encapsulated in NASDRA Act 2010, had remained unfulfilled since its establishment in 1999 and speak against the background of NASDRA Stakeholders Workshop on Space Regulation scheduled for April 8. The NASDRA DG said that on assumption of office, he raised a memo to President Bola Tinubu on the need to enforce the regulatory functions of NASDRA. According to him, this is in line with the provisions of Section 6 and 9 of the laws establishing it, adding that Tinubu eventually approved the takeoff fund, said the licensing platform was ready and open to both public and private sector operators in the space arena, said the licensing was available for people using and providing space products and services. He emphasized the need for strict oversight of satellite image providers, geographic information system operators, and satellite-based telecommunications and broadcasting services. Moving on, the Nigerian Air Force has appointed Air Commodore Ehimen Ejodame as its new Director of Public Relations and Information. He takes over from Air Vice Marshal Olushola Akeboyewa, who has been reassigned to the Defense Headquarters as Director of Civil Military Relations. A statement from the NAF Headquarters described Air Commodore Ejodame as a seasoned officer with extensive experience in logistics, strategic planning, and defense management. He is a member of the 45th regular course of the Nigerian Defense Academy, NDA, and holds a bachelor's degree in mechanical engineering, a master's degree in transport and logistics, and a PhD in information systems and management studies from the University of Sheffield, United Kingdom. Air Commodore Ejodame attended logistics training at the United Nations International Space Peace Support Operations Center in Kenya and completed the optimization and decision-making in supply chain course in Portugal and graduated from the Armed Forces Command and Staff College, Jaji, and the Air Force War College, Makurdi, where he emerged as the best graduating participant. The Nigeria Civil Aviation Authority, NCAA, has warned all international airlines operating in Nigeria that it will no longer tolerate denied boarding and deportation of Nigerians. The warning came following complaints about airlines selling tickets to passengers, airlifting them halfway to their destinations and deporting them to Nigeria. The authority said refusal of boarding and entry at intermediate and transit stops to some Nigerians due to visa or travel restrictions causes distress to passengers and tarnishes the reputation of the aviation industry in Nigeria. The NCAA further stated that in line with the provisions of the Nigerian Civil Aviation Regulations 2023, all airlines and their agents shall ensure that passengers are informed of the potential admissibility, issues, or travel restrictions in advance of their departure. The NCAA, in a statement by the Director of Consumer Protection and Public Affairs, Michel Ajimugu, declared effective immediately and warned that any airline found to be engaged in such practices will be subject to regulatory actions, including but not limited to fines, suspension of flight operations, or other measures deemed appropriate. This is Rstv World News that you love and care about Rivers State and a peace. Let's build and take it to greater heights. This is a task we must accomplish. And in part two, after the break, Hungary pulls out of International Criminal Court. And in sports, UEFA president opposes expansion of World Cup to 64 nations. We'll be right back after these messages.
Awesome wonder and mighty ruler, the king of all the earth.
I have said this, and I'm going to say it. My vision is not to buy private jets. My vision is not to drive the most expensive car. My vision is not to use the money of God to build expensive school that the members that contributed cannot attend. My vision is to use the resources of God, prepare people for heaven. My vision is is to look for the lost souls, look for the prostitutes, look for the armed robbers, look for the killers, look for the assassins. Use the resources of God and rehabilitate them and prepare them for heaven. My mission is to look for children that cannot go to school, children that are roaming on the street. Use the resources of God, take them to a school, then that they can go to school and become better people tomorrow. That is my vision.
OPS, Dr. Jesus in action. Dr. Jesus in action. God is here.
If they ahead.
Full of nourishment and vitality. Ovaltine is good for me, good for you.
Alright everyone, no put your ears, make we talk. Shout my teeth fresh now, but you know, I beg no be slow. Ever heard of Colgate, the #1 oral care brand in the world? For zero cavities and long-lasting fresh breath. Mom, you use up and shine your smile. No more cover mouth.
If they ahead.
Full of nourishment and vitality. Ovaltine is good for me, good for you.
Congratulations, your grant has been approved.
Click the link to claim.
Everyone deals with spam, right? And when that SMS comes in and something goes wrong, then we are left to suffer all alone? No.
From today, Airtel is with you with the power of AI. We are identifying
Alright everyone, no put your ears, make we talk. Shout my teeth fresh now, but you know, I beg no be slow. Ever heard of Colgate, the #1 oral care brand in the world? For zero cavities and long-lasting fresh breath. Mom, it's your time to brush. Mama and Papa buy up, use up and shine your smile. No more cover mouth.
If they ahead.
Full of nourishment and vitality. Ovaltine is good for me, good for you.
This is Rstv World News. We bring you world-class news, accurate, first-hand, entertaining, balanced analysis. Rstv Channel 22 Port Harcourt.
You're welcome back. Chairman, Nigeria Union of Journalists, Rivers State Chapter, Comrade Paul Bazia, has reiterated his administration's commitment and readiness and commitment in partnering the state government to ensure that members of the public are abreast of its policies and programs. Comrade Bazia stated this when he led the new executive of the council to pay a council visit to the permanent secretary of the State Minister of Information and Communications, Mr. Manuel Nda, in his office at the State Secretariat. Obiando Madume was there.
Comrade Bazia, who said that the visit was the first official assignment since his assumption of office on March 17, said it's proper for the new executive to pay homage and allegiance to the mother ministry. The chairman commended the ministry for their role in championing and ensuring that the activities of the state government is brought to limelight, assuring that the State Council of the Union, under his leadership, will work in synergy with the ministry and the state government to achieve set targets. He notified the permanent secretary on the need for the present executive to have a courtesy visit with the secretary to the state government to enable it have a meeting with the sole administrator with a view to assist the union in addressing some pressing challenges such as provision of buses, renovation of the union secretariat, among others.
What I want to assure you is that these ESCO and journalists in the state, they are ready to work with the government to change the narrative. And what we are looking at is to push what will elevate the state and not what will bring the state downwards. We have seen some disinformation recently that the media took up the need for the state of emergency to save us. Now people have come to the state and you see that the difference is there. We are going about our normal businesses, we are doing all of the things. So as a union and as members of the pen profession, we are going to try our own best to ensure that we put out things that are factual and things that will promote peace and economic development of those that live and do business in Rivers State.
Responding, the Permanent Secretary, Ministry of Information and Communications, Mr. Emmanuel Nda, who congratulated the new executive on their election, sued for all-encompassing and inclusive administration. He called on the chairman, Comrade Paul Bazia, to ensure he brings his wealth of experience to bear by ensuring that policies and programs that will advance the cause of the profession remains his top priority. The Permanent Secretary promised to present the union's request to the appropriate quarter whenever it comes to him.
We should give him what is achievable. That's his comment. So in your write-up, you also write what is achievable within the period, within the 6 months. So it's not that you go home and now begin to write what he cannot do within 6 months. So if you are writing, also write what is going to be achievable in the next 6 months.
Obiando Madumi, Rstv News.
The Joint Admissions and Matriculation Board has announced that the 2025 UTME mock notification slip is now available for printing for candidates who registered for the optional test. JAMB's Public Communication Advisor, Dr. Fabian Benjamin, said in a statement that the slip contains key details such as the examination date, venue, time, and other essential instructions. Candidates can print their slips by visiting www.jamb.gov.ng, clicking on 2025 mock slip printing, entering their registration numbers, and selecting print examination slip. Benjamin confirmed that the mock examination will take place on Thursday, 10th April 2025, while the main UTME is scheduled to begin on Friday, 25th April 2025. He urged candidates to print their slips early and visit their assigned centers ahead of time to avoid last-minute challenges. JAMB also wished all candidates success as they prepare for the examinations. On the foreign scene now, Hungary has announced its withdrawal from the International Criminal Court ICC, just as after hosting Israeli Prime Minister Benjamin Netanyahu, who is currently facing an ICC arrest warrant. The decision was revealed by Gergely Golias, a senior official in Prime Minister Viktor Orban's government. Orban, a long-standing ally of Netanyahu, had previously dismissed the ICC arrest warrant, stating
by another country pertains to India. What we saw in Kashmir.
The ICC issued warrants in November, stating
how do you see Trump's America?
Yes, the current administration behaves differently from the previous administration.
Are you saying that there are foreign powers who are trying to bring down the current government in Syria?
Right. Now on the entertainment scene, controversial musician Speed Darlington and Portable are set for a face-off in a celebrity boxing match on 18th April 2025 at the Balmoral Convention Center, in Lagos State. Divine Akman reports that the feud between both artists started in March when Darlington offered Portable 500,000 naira to perform at a show, which Portable deemed ridiculous and insulting because he charges 20 million naira per performance. Let's know some more of these stories.
Portable's response sparked a heated exchange with Darlington expressing regret for inviting Portable and accusing him of insulting his mother. Portable then challenged Darlington to a fight, boasting that he would defeat him just as he did to popular actor Charles Okocha in a celebrity boxing match in December 2023. The match has been arranged following popular demand, with the organizer, My Game Rush, announcing the fight on Instagram saying, "You asked and now it is here." Actor Shengu Arinze has endorsed Uzo Arukwe, describing him as the biggest deal in Nollywood as of now. Arinze's praise, which comes on the heels of Arukwe's impressive performance as Odogu Obiora in the highly acclaimed movie Love in Every Word, expressed admiration for Arukwe's talent and dedication to his craft. He stated, "Love in Every Word, Uzo did so well in that film, is the biggest deal right now." Expressing his gratitude, Arukwe reposted a clip of the interview, writing, "This is the most humbling video I have come across on the internet today. Hearing a veteran like Uncle Shengun, whom I respect so much, sing my praises really puts me in my feelings. Thank you so much, Uncle Shengun, for your kind words." Drake has been given green light to access sensitive record company documents in his ongoing defamation case over Kendrick Lamar's song Not Like Us.
Now let's take a look at sporting reports. Nigeria Super Eagles have dropped out of the top 5 teams in Africa as the latest FIFA ranking see reigning African Cup of Nations champions Cote d'Ivoire overtake them for the 5th place on the continent. The ranking released Thursday reflects Nigeria's inconsistent form in recent months, with the 3-time African champions now ranked 6th in Africa. Since their heartbreaking loss to Cote d'Ivoire in the AFCON final in February, the Super Eagles have struggled for consistency. Just before we go, do you love and care about Rivers State and our peace? Let's build and take her to greater heights. This is a task we must accomplish. Now to any news, a recap of some of the major stories. The Administrator of Rivers State, Vice Admiral retired Ebok Ete Ekwe Ebas, has said that a new 2025 budget is being put together to facilitate development in the health, education, and agricultural sector. The National Space Research and Development Agency is set to implement space regulation and licensing mandate with a 20 billion takeoff fund approved by President Bola Tinubu. We have reported that the Joint Admissions and Matriculation Board, JAM, has announced that the 2025 UTME mock notification slip is now available for printing for candidates who registered for the optional test. And that's it on the news. Thank you so much for being a part of it. My name is Solomon Nelson Braid. Good night.